Hi, this is Coach Dave. Welcome to the Turn Academy videos. It's summertime, so there's not a lot of videos. Thank you. This golfer doesn't have the ideal setup, but she's only been playing for a few months. What I really want you to see here is how accurate she is because she stays on the swing plane. The swing plane is what you create at setup. It could be a high swing plane, a low swing plane. She's got one that's just about parallel to the underside of her trail arm, which is okay, kind of Bryson DeChambeau, Mo Norman. A lot of golfers now are using that in the short game. It's a very good targeting way to swing. It already puts deviation in the ulnar, so the lead hand is tilted down, the knuckles are towards the ground. So we see a really nice setup there. And I'm going to take it back slowly. Look at her hands are staying on the plane. Head's not moving. Bang on the plane right there. A little bit over the top, moving not bad. Club head's coming straight down the line. Great movement for an iron shot. Look at the right elbow tucked in. Look at the solid impact. Ball's going dead straight, right down the target line that she set up for it, and to a nice balanced finish. Let's go back a little bit, and we wanted to look at, clear this out of the way. So that's pretty, the right knee is maybe overflexed. She could get her butt up and be bent over a little bit more with a little less flex in the knees, but she's not trying for power here. She's trying for grace and style. Look at that beautiful move. Good extension right there. This is what we call the ulnar deviation. That's the lead hand creates a nice straight line down the club shaft. Pretty good. In fact, I just drew it a little high. If actually we went right through the middle of the arm, you see how close that is. That's where we want to be at impact. Bryson DeChambeau, Mo Norman started with their hands up there, and then she's able to get right on through. Notice that the hands are rotating. Club's turning right on through to the finish. Very, very nicely done. Okay, I've drawn in 3 lines here. Obviously, the one is his spine tilt forward. The bottom one is the club shaft angle that's set up. And the top one is the parallel line to that cuts across where his neck is or where his shoulders return. What we want to see is, do we stay on that line through most of the swing? Do we swing under or over the bottom swing plane? And do we rotate our shoulders on the upper plane? So let's take it back nice and easy. Ooh, look at that. Lifts right up. You see that? A little lift right away. All right, now right here he's in a great position. One of the keys we look for in the golf swing is the lead arm on the upper plane, is the trail elbow down on the lower plane. It's pretty close. He did lift up a little bit. That's probably why it's off, but it's really close. Good parallel. That's good. Now we want to see that he drop the club straight down. And by straight down, I really mean it should go down on a line from where he's bicycling here. It's straight down. Let's see if he does that. No, he's coming out over the top. That's over the top of the vertical. That's what they talk about when they say over the top. Club staying behind him a little bit here. It's a little bit high. Not bad here, but then he's going to throw that club out, and that's because he's not driving. Let's clear everything out of the way. He's not driving that lower body. We saw him earlier. Pretty nice ball flight. We saw him earlier with his baseball-style swing. Let's take a look so we can see if the club face... He's sitting the ball pretty much on the center, right? You see that? It's coming in right on the center. Maybe a little bit out on the toe. That could be why it's going a little bit right. But you see how he's blocking the club and pulling it across, how quickly the club goes inside. It's almost too soon. You'd like to have the club go down the line a little while, just so you have a better chance of not having a lot of spin to the right or the left on the ball. How we've done this before, where we've taken a golfer's upright swing or baseball style swing and then did his golf swing, and we put them side by side, and inevitably what we find is the upright swing is way more dynamic, a lot more club lag. even though everything else is the same, the big change is the bent over position. So let's start here. They're both at their start positions. In the baseball swing, you start at the top. In the golf swing, you start at the bottom. I couldn't tell you that that's really a good idea or not. That's just how it's always been. Somebody, someday, will start from the top. So let's start advancing the swing. As he's waiting. Gets to the top. Now, what do you see different here? What I see on the baseball swing is this nice straight power line here, where in the golf swing we see this curve here, this breakdown. He didn't turn behind the swing. The other thing you'll notice is that he's got shoulders turned quite a bit in the baseball style swing, but a lot less in the other swing in terms of how he's cranked around. He's more tipped over towards the target. Now he's going to start down. His hands are very high in the golf swing. He's going to start down. Look at the initial movement on the baseball swing, the one on the right, is the lower body's moving. Really cranking that belt loop around. Now, right here, let's take a look at the lag that we have. The lag in the baseball style swing, 39 degrees. The lag in the golf swing, 98 degrees. It's a big difference. He's lost all of his power. Plus, you can't see any of that forward momentum of the lower body, how he's really working the lower body into the swing. So he's able to generate tremendous club lag and even increased club lag with the baseball style swing. I'm going to go forward. Still, tremendous increase in the club lag. Now the club lag is almost completely gone on the golf swing. The other thing you'll notice is the position of the left elbow, trail elbow, right there. It's clearly underneath the lead arm. That's where it's supposed to be in the golf swing too. But he can't because he still has this very upright position. He hasn't driven his lower body into it, what they call about clearing the hips out of the way. There's nowhere for his elbow to go down because his hip is in the way. So we're going to move this forward a little bit. Still see a lot of lower body action. You can see the belt buckle coming way around. Still has lag. Now, in both swings now, the hands are right in front of it. The lag is completely gone. He's released the club. He's starting to cup his left hand. And he comes through, really cupped his left hand. Now watch the extension he's going to do on the right here. Now he's underneath the golf club. What that means, there's no extension. See how wide he is here? Nothing there. Still extending. Now look at the rotation of the hands and the extension. Let's move this one over. Oops. Let's clear that out of the way. Clear that out of the way. Come on, I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, the computer's giving me a hard time. I'm going to advance a little further. See the extension he's getting. Look at the lower body. He's tucking his hips in under him. Full rotation of the lower body. Look at the wraparound finish compared to the finish in the golf swing. He can do it. He spent a lot more time developing his golf swing than he did ever developing his baseball swing. So how do we translate that? That's a really good question. I think you translate it with lots and lots of repetitions. You can't just expect to do it one time and have it work. Practice, 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 and practice with a purpose. That's the only thing that'll ever work. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you all next time. Have a good summer. This is Coach Dave.